Greetings to all and welcome to the exercise 3 of assembly modeling. So in the today's session we are discussing the assembly model of knuckle joint from the given detailed part drawings. So this is the detailed part drawing of knuckle joint. It consists of fork, eye, pin, collar and taper pin. So let me concentrate on the first part, that is fork. So you are making the part model in the solid edge. Go to the solid edge here. Click on solid part, select the protrusion command and select the front reference plane. Now you draw a rectangle here. Using connect option, connect the center of this to the center plane here. And now give the dimensions. This dimension should be 30 and this length should be 30. Now from this end, from this center, draw the two circles of radius 15 and another circle of radius 30. The diameter should be 60. Now using extend option here, extend this line to this circle. Now using offset command, make it a single, select this line, offset it, this line to a distance of 125 mm. You can see here this distance from this center to this end is 125 mm. So now you extend this line here. Similarly, now from this end I draw a right line. Similarly here from this end draw a straight line. We can connect this, and from this end we connect this. Now you remove the unwanted line using trim option. This is not required. This is not required. Using fillet option, give the fillet between these two as 24, which is mentioned in the drawing. Similarly here, you can see here this radius is 24. You see this dimension is radius is 24. Now trim this line, which is also not required. So it is not connected here. Using connect option, connect the end point of this to the end point of this. Similarly, end point of this to the point of this. End point of this to the point of this. Connected now. Click on return. Give symmetric extend. Give the distance as 30 mm, which is mentioned in the top view. You can see here 30 mm. Click on finish. Now click on protrusion command, select this surface. Now you draw a circle of radius 50 mm. From this center, draw a circle of diameter 50. Click on return. Now give the depth as 17.5 downward direction. Click on finish. Now using cutout operation here, select this surface. We have a cutout of 25 mm dia hole here. 25 mm dia. Click on return. Click on downward direction or through on and downward direction. Click on finish. Now you have fillet of radius 24 mm. So for use round option here, select this edge, 4 mm, click preview, click finish. So this radius is mentioned here, 24 mm here. Now, in order to draw this profile in this side, no need to draw it again. Use the mirror option here, mirror copy feature. Make it as smart. It is asking for select the features to be included. I need to mirror this round, this cutout and this protrusion and click on OK here. Now select the plane about which it has to be mirrored. This is the center plane. So click on finish. The mirror is completed now. Now we have a octagon inscribed in a square of 30. How to draw this? Let me explain. Go to the cutout operation here. Select this surface. Now in order to draw the octagon, now the simplest method is draw a square and rotate it about a 45 degree. I'll explain how to do this. Select the line here, draw a square of 30. Square of 30. You can see here the dimension is 30. This is also 30. Now you rotate this square using rotate option here. Below the move you have rotate option. Select this square. It is asking for center point for rotation. This is our center point. This is the start point. It's asking for start point for the rotation. I will start the rotation from this point and end this to this, so that I have rotated this square to 45 degree. Now using trim option, you trim the unwanted line. So you have to trim all these lines here. You can see here these lines. So this comes the octagon. Very simplest method what I have explained now. Now click on written. It's a cutout. The direction should be outside here like this. The length should be 37.5. Click on finish. So this length is 37.5. You can see here both sides, here also in second part also. So this portion is almost completed. Now we have chamfer here at this end. To draw the chamfer, go to the revolved cutout operation here. Select this front top reference plane. Draw a line here from this end to any length line. Only we need an angle here. So click on angle between this line to this line should be 30 degree. The length of line should be anything. Click on return here. Now to define the axis of revolution here. So I'll define this center as axis of revolution. Click on return. Now outside, direction should be outside. The angle is 360 degree. Click on finish. You can see here the chamfer is created. Now select protrusion command and select this surface in order to draw the shaft at the end of diameter 25. Click on return. Length is not mentioned. We are approximately taking it as 25 mm length. Click on finish. So this completes the first part. Nothing left in the first part. So press on Ctrl I, isometric view. Apply the material for this. Material table. Material is Fe410W. Fe410W. Apply to model. Go to format, part finder. Click on give any color to this. File, save, summary, give it as a fork. Click on OK. Then select fork. Click save. Close this. Go to second part, that is your eye part. So draw this profile in the top view and extend it or extrude it for a length of 30 mm. So you have to draw this profile in the top view for the second part. Go to the solid part. Select the protrusion command here. Select the top reference plane. Select the circle here of diameter. One is 25 mm dia, another circle of 50 mm dia. .30 mm length line is there. So mirror this line with respect to this plane. Distance from this to this end point is 100 mm. You can see here, this is 100 mm. It has 100. Now draw the line from this end point to this end point. Trim this. Give the fillet here. When this to this is 24. Similarly here 24. You can see here 24 mm radius. Now this profile is completed. You can see the dimension 50. This is 25 dia. This is 25. That means dia 50. Click on return. Give symmetric extend. Width is 30. Finish. Now we have the octagon this side also, which I have drawn earlier. So go to cutout operation. Select this surface. Draw a square of 30 from this end to this end, similarly to this end, and this end. Using rotate option, select this square, click for the center point of the rotation. This is the center for rotation, and click for the start point of the rotation. This is the start point and this plane is end point. It is rotated. Now using trim option, erase these lines. The octagon is completed now. Very simplest method. Click on return. Here the direction should be outside like this, and cutout length is 37.5. This length is 37.5. You can see here. Now using round option, give the surface fillet here. This one, this one, this one, and this one. Make it as 6 mm. Preview, finish. In order to draw the chamfer, go to revolve cutout, select this front reference plane, draw a length of any length line, but angle should be 30 degree. Define the axis of revolution. This is the axis of revolution. Click on return. Angle should be outside and angle should be 360 degree. Click on finish. See here the chamfer is completed now. Now click on protrusion. In order to draw the shaft, select this surface and draw a circle of radius diameter 25. Click on finish, return. Length is approximately 25 we are taking. Click on finish. So now this part is completed. Now assign the material for this. Go to tools, material table. Material is Fe410W. Apply to model. Format, part finder. Give the different color for this. Close, file, save, summary, make it as I. Click on OK. Save. Now close this. Go to solid part. Now to draw the third part, that is our pin. So it is having a step of diameter 38 for a height of 10 mm, about which you have a 25 mm dia, height of that is 82, and a taper hole of dia 5, which is taper reduced to 1:50 taper. So go to protrusion, select the top view, top reference plane, draw a circle of dia 38, click on return, extrude it for a length of 10 mm, on finish, again select the protrusion, select this surface, give the diameter as 25, click on return, height of this is 82, click on finish. Now in order to draw the tapered hole here, select the revolved cutout obstruction, select this front reference plane. Now you draw a line here from this end to this end. Height of 12 mm from the top surface. Now you draw a line here and another line here, straight line here. So now using symmetric diameter option, mention the diameter of this to this end as is mentioned here. This dia is 5 mm. It is a taper hole of taper 1:50. That means for 50 mm, 1 mm taper. Similarly, we have the length of this is 25 mm. So the taper will be half of 50, that is half of 1 mm, that is 20, half of 0.5 mm. So that means 5 mm dia here and 4.5 mm dia this side. So this dia should be 5 mm, and this dia, using symmetric option from here to this end point, this dia should be 4.5 mm. It will take diametrically. Now join this end to this end. This is our taper line. Since it is a revolved operation here, axis of revolution has to be defined. This is the axis of revolution. Click on return now. Make it as 360 degree. Click on finish. So the hole is created now. This is 5 mm dia and this is 4.5 mm dia. Press on Ctrl I. Apply the material for this tool, material table. Fe410W, apply to model. Now file, save, summary, this is pin, click OK, click again pin, or enter pin here, click on save here, close this. Now the fourth part, go to the solid part. Now the fourth part is collar. It is having a bush of 38 outer dia and 25 inner dia, and height is 10 mm. Again we have a taper hole of 1:50 taper, 1:50. Diameter at the entrance is 6. That will be reduced to somewhat dia. You have to calculate it. Go to the protrusion, select protrusion here, select the top reference plane, draw two circles of dia 38 and another dia of 25. Click on return. Give symmetric extent. Height of this is 10 mm. Click on finish. Now in order to draw the tapered hole, go to revolved cutout, select this front reference plane. From this end to this end, we draw a straight line. Draw a line here at the end, and this line here, straight line here. Now using symmetric diameter option, this to this dia is 6. This is 6 mm dia. 6. Okay, it is having a 1:50 taper. The length of this is 38. So you have to calculate here. 1 divided by 50 equals to 0.2 multiplied by 38 mm. So 0.76 reduction. So 6 minus of 0.76 is the diameter for the another side. So I'll mention here from this line to this end should be 6 minus of 0.76, that is 5.24 mm dia. So now from this end to this end we draw a line here. So the taper is maintained now. Now define the axis of revolution as this. Click on return. Mention it as 360 degree. Click on finish. Here the taper hole is maintained now. Now assign the material for this tool. Material table FE410W, apply to model, format, file, save, on summary, like this as color, enter it as color, okay, color, part is taper pin. It is having a dia of 6.5, which is reduced to somewhat diameter. We need to calculate. So length of this is 44. So 1 divided by 50 multiplied by the length is 44.88. So 6.5 minus 5.62 diameter this side. 5.62 to remember. So go to solid part, click on revolved protrusion, select the front plane, draw a approximate profile here like this. Length should be 44. Using symmetric diameter, you mention the diameter here. This is 6.5. This 5.62. Using connect option, bring this to center, this slide to this slide, and define the axis of revolution as this one. Click on return. Axis of revolution is 360 degree. Click on finish. So Control I. Apply the material for this. Go to tools, material table, FE410W, apply to model. We have chamfer at the end, which is not mentioned. Approximately we giving it as 0.5 mm. This end and this end. Set back as 0.5. Now file. Save. Summary. Taper pin. Okay. Taper pin. All the 5 parts are completed now. Close this. Go to assembly mode. Go to the knuckle joint. You search here in the library. This is the part library. You have to search for the folder where we have saved all the parts. I have saved in knuckle joint. If it is not there, you have to search here. So first part is fork. Double click on this. So it will be automatically constrained. Now click on the I part here, second part. So I will tell you the one of the simplest method to assemble it. So you keep it in flash fit mode here, flash fit mode, and click on the option here. Once you click on the option, click OK here. Now select this edge. This edge, if it is not there, right click on the mouse and select this edge. Should assemble to this edge. You can see it is perfectly assembled with only one click. You can see here in the Pathfinder it is fully positioned. So in order to get this, you have to draw all the part in a similar views. So the second part is completed now. Click on third part, that is pin. Double click on this. So using similar way, using flash fit, click on option here. Click on OK. Now this edge, right click on the mouse here, select the edge here. This edge must assemble to this edge. So here it is perfectly assembled. Hole also you can see it has come in a proper direction. You can see also here it is fully constrained, fully positioned. Now the fourth part is collar. Double click here. Similar way, using flash fit, click on option here, click OK. Click this edge, right click the mouse, select this edge, must assemble to this edge. You can see here it is perfectly assembled. You can see here holes are also matching. See here it is fully positioned. Now using the last option here, the last part is taper pin. So double click on this. Now you cannot do this flash fit here for this one. So use axial align. Align the axis of this with the axis of this hole. Now using mate option, mate this surface with this center plane, and using tools variable option, can mention this length as -22, which is the center of the key. You can see it has come to the center now. Control I, Control F. Here it is perfectly assembled. So save this model. File, save, knuckle joint assembly. Click on save. Now close this. Go to the drawing view. Click on sheet setup. Select A4 sheet. Uncheck the background. Click on OK. Click on fit now. Now using drawing view wizard, select this assembly. Click open. Click on next. Click on front. Next. Finish. using principal view, drag the top view for this and side view for this. Now go to the drawing view wizard, click on OK, click next, click isometric here, click finish, keep the isometric view here. So now in order to draw the bill of material, click on part list here. You can see here this is the part list, and click the isometric view, click on finish. Now you can edit the content of this. In order to edit this, right click on this, click on property. You can change the fonts to Times of New Roman and make the height as 5 mm. Click on properties here. Columns, you remove the document number which is not required. Item number, I'll make it as serial number. Material, the length should be increased to 55. Quantity, I'll make it as Q2Y, QTY, QTY. Okay. Now I'll show how to draw the section here. So delete this normal front view. Go to the cutting plane here. The cutting plane I'll draw like this. Select the top view. It is asking for click the drawing view where the cutting plane is required. I need the cutting plane in the top view. I'll select the top view. Now it will ask for drawing the cutting plane. I will start from this outside here like this. Now I'll make little zoom it in order to draw the perfect cutting plane. So I need a center of this here. So I'll draw from this line to this one to some extent here and come outside here and this like this. Click on finish. Now in order to draw the section view here, it is asking for cutting plane. I'll select this cutting plane and I'll drag towards the top in order to get the front view. This is the section view. So you can mention the important dimension here like this. So mention all the important dimensions. Click on save it. Save. So this finishes this model. Thank you. Thank you all these persons who have supported for making this video. Thank you for watching.